Hello, good day. So, we are continuing with our OA and AA thoughts. Today, I said I was going to talk about kindness, but I also have quite a number of testimonies to share, but they're all related to kindness anyway. So, my base conversation is around kindness. How should we define kindness, or should we use the letters of the word KINDNESS? But let me just share what's on my mind as it is on my mind. So, we have a lot of people dealing with a lot of things, and I'd actually promised I was going to speak about kindness before I had this conversation, which basically ties in. And we were talking about someone who was dealing with some very personal stuff. And what I was saying was that we see people along the way, we see them, sometimes they don't do things the way we expect them to do things. And if you're not careful, you'll find yourself going like, oh, this person is slow, this person is not smart, this person is, you fill in the gap. But if you are patient, if you let God show you what is really happening, you will find out that some of these people that you consider to be slow, they have a lot of so let me try to explain it in the way that I can. I'm an engineer, and for my final year um, thesis, was it thesis? Yeah, my final year thesis in my university. That's for my bachelor's degree. The title is a mouthful. It's the numerical inversion of Laplace transforms using IMN approximants. So it's a very interesting one. But the general idea is that every system, you can actually create a mathematical model for every system, and so IMN represents the order. So it's usually an equation that has a numerator and a denominator. So the M is the highest order on the numerator, and the n is the highest order in the denominator. And so for you to know how agile your system is, you do m minus n. If your m minus n is anything that is equal to 2 or greater, it means that your system is sluggish. What that means is that your system has to overcome a lot in order to be able to make very simple motion. So how is that related to kindness? So we can use the IMN modeling for humans. So if you're someone that maybe you're young, you haven't really dealt with a lot of trauma, you are traveling lighter, so it's easier for you to move. Or you wake up, let me just go get stuff done, and but for some people, the moment of inertia is higher because they have to deal with, oh, I'm not enough, I don't know what to do, I'm slow. They've heard words that have slowed them down. So for kind people, where kindness comes is to be able to understand that everyone is not at the same level as you. You have different m's and n's in your IMA equation. For you probably grew up, you were affirmed. There was always someone to say, oh, you are the greatest, you do well. And so you have your moment of inertia is lower because everything that you needed to be fed with was fed with. But someone else, I was watching the trailer of the movie, and I haven't watched the movie, but the mother of the girl was telling her to tell herself that she's foolish, that she can never be better than her mother. So can you imagine that kind of girl, and you have to deal with her? She cannot be like you, that maybe your parents wake you up with, you are the best, you can do it, and your parents pray over you. So we all need to learn to be kind to others, to not assume that everyone can do things the way we can do them. Thank you very much, and I look forward to tomorrow's OA and AA thoughts. Thank you for joining me.